Thank you for joining. Let us start with a little bit of meditation. Just find yourself a comfortable place to sit. Try to make yourself secure. Keep your back straight. Stretch your body and relax. Make yourself be present in this moment. By watching your natural breathing. Bring yourself centered to this present moment. Just watch a few breaths as they come in and as they leave the nostrils. Also now, take your attention to all those points in your body that are making contact with something else. For instance, become aware of the chair or wherever you are sitting right now, and feel the pressure of the contact of your body to the surface. Also, your hands, the palm of your hands might be touching the skin of your body. Just become aware of that contact as well. Your elbows might be touching as well. Your lips. Just become aware naturally. All those areas where some part of the body is touching another part, or some part of your body is touching the furniture. Maybe you have a chair and your back is touching the chair. Take your attention in those areas and become aware of that contact. Now become aware this present moment and why you are here. Become aware who you are and what are you doing in this Zoom call. What is your purpose? What is it that you want to achieve in this call? Now become aware of yourself, the soul, the one who is loved by the Supreme Soul. The one who's chosen to be the companion of the Supreme Soul. What are my responsibilities? What is my aim? Is this for me only? Or is it for the world? Now take a deep breath in. Let go. Another deep breath in. And let go. Okay, so good morning, everyone. We have a few people who maybe are part of organizing this program and a few people who are participating, but those who are organizing as well are participating. So today we'll do something different, and today you are not the same as yesterday, right? Everybody is something new. And to start with, I would like to suggest those people who don't have their names on their label, if they can put their name so that I know who's the one behind the symbol. I think one or two people, if they can just put that, if possible. And also, if somebody has any limitation, can you just type on the chat box? Because today we are not going to read the Murli, as you have been informed. Today we are going to be discussing, talking, sharing, reflecting on this Murli. The Murli's date is of the 20th of March 2004, as you have been informed, yeah? So if somebody hasn't been informed or has any limitation of being able to speak, please can you indicate, because I will assume that everybody can talk, everybody is in a place where they can communicate and speak, right? So let's start with, is there anyone who is not able to speak on the mic? If there is somebody who's not able to speak, can you just type or indicate? Or just raise your hand. You can, whichever way, just let me know that you're not able to speak. Okay, let's change the question. Is there anybody who can speak? Can you just say hello? Those who can speak.
Om Shanti, brother.
Okay, Harpreet ji can speak, yeah?
Om Shanti.
Okay, who's this now? I have quickly, if you can say your name, please. It'll be easier.
Rakhi Ben.
Rakhi Ben, okay. Rakhi Ben can speak. Okay, who else can speak?
Om Shanti, brother.
Yes, your name again, Kalpesh Bhai? Yeah.
Yes. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Who else can speak?
Om Shanti Baiji, Sister Renu here.
Sister Renu can speak. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Inder. I can speak,
Yeah.
but I did not read the Murli. So for me to participate into something,
Yeah.
I'll try my best. Okay.
No worries. It's good that you told me that. And this was actually read recently. So if you have been regular, you probably have heard it, or you haven't heard it at all.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Okay, no worries. I will. There is no need, like it doesn't have to be, because I will explain what is the aim, and we will manage. Don't worry. So
Shanti.
won't be able to speak. Amiji can speak. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I won't be able to speak now and then, but we'll try my best. That's Sandhya ji now. Who else we haven't heard from? I think everybody we've heard from, no?
Om Shanti, brother.
Yeah, Madhu. Yeah, Madhu ji.
Madhuji.
Yeah, okay. Madhu ji, you can speak. Very good. It's so nice. Yeah. Who's that? Say your name, please.
Sujata.
Sujata Ben. Okay. Sujata Ben can speak. Yeah. Who's the one who's read me? I haven't heard from her. Okay, maybe it's okay, no worries. Okay. So mostly we can speak, okay? So why I'm asking you can speak is that in order to take advantage of reflection and churning, it is very important to be able to ask questions, share your views, because that's how we learn, Learning is not like, there is only one teacher, that is Baba, and the rest are all students. There are 90 years old student, 80 years old student, 30 years, and, even 10 years students, right? So we are all students and Baba is our teacher. So no one is, going to teach anybody. Okay, what we're going to do is we are going to share, and that's why I said, it's very important that we should be able to share and teach. So what I would suggest is I would like to just go a little bit and give you the, there are some people maybe who have listened or not listened, but just to give you the gist of this Murli. And I will go through some of the points, and then we will go into reflection and, some thoughts and sharing. So please, this is not a formal thing or anything like that, and there is no right and wrong, just whatever you are getting. Because as I said, what's your aim to come and attend this class? Is it just to listen to and, just go back and do your thing? What is it that you really want from these Murli classes, generally? Yeah. And it's very simple and easy. We'll make it very easy and flowing. Yeah. So in this Murli, I was feeling like, because we heard it live also on the 15th when there was a meeting, some people who were there. I felt that Baba is becoming this parent who's noticing there is some game going on with the children. Like when you are a parent and you notice your children a little bit getting naughty. So the feeling that I had was Baba was also putting himself like, okay, let's play the game. And what he was doing, he was playing with the children, a little bit playing and a little bit, like a carrot and a stick kind of thing, just showing the carrot and, there is a stick as well. So, trying to encourage children. So that's the general feeling I had for this Murli. And you can see that Baba has given so much homework and so much things that we can exercise in this Murli. There's a lot. So I will just briefly first go through certain points, and then we'll have some reflections, and we'll stop and we'll go through a particular area of I felt is good to churn. Yeah. So to become free, the title was to become free even from royal bondages. Okay. So I would like you to think, is there any bondage that you have? So if you have a book or a notebook, just write down. If you feel there is any bondage, any limitation, anything that is tying you from being or doing what you want to do. Okay. So bondage, like limitations. Yeah. The gate of liberation will be open. So in order for the gate of liberation to be open, we need to become free from even royal bondages. Okay, so now there is gross bondages, then there is royal bondages. We are going to understand what are they. And if, the most important thing is to check, do I have any royal bondages? So yeah. So Baba went on and he mentioned that, there is so much love. Yeah. He said that he's the ocean of love, and, we love him so much. He loves us so much, And Baba is very practical. He says, why you love me? What is it? So there is that natural connection with children and the father, but also there is an attainment. When there is where there is attainment, there is also love, right? Okay, but in the world, it's a little bit manipulated, because the attainment is gross. Here, the attainment is imperishable, which means that what we are going to attain does not have to be replenished. Once you have attained it, you've got it and it's done. So that's the first thing. So that's why this attainment that Baba is talking about, he's saying that do you have the intoxication of the attainment of these imperishable treasure? Okay. So maybe you can note down what is perishable and what is imperishable treasures. Okay. This is good to understand, to start, just as the basis. Okay. What is the attainment which is imperishable? Yeah. Do you always have the intoxication of happiness, of having accumulated? Is it sparkling? Are you able to see it on your face? Yeah. Do you know them? Do you ever check your account of accumulation? How much have you accumulated? Yeah. So this is the first, we have to start with that, because only if you feel that you have attained something, there will be love. Otherwise, there is no love, So, then we'll have to ask, how is it that we can attain this treasure? Yeah. So sometimes we are not aware that there is treasure, like sometimes treasures are hidden. So we don't know that they are treasure. So Baba is asking, how many treasure has Bab Dada given you? So you have to check. Yeah. And then he's going through the list. So as usual, Baba comes and he teaches us knowledge. Yeah. So this is the first treasure that he gives us. He gives us the treasure of knowledge, the wealth of knowledge. Yeah. So what can we do with this treasure? Baba says that to have the wealth of knowledge means to perform actions while being sensible and trikaldarshi, means the knower of the three aspects of time. Okay, we understand the story, we have the knowledge, and therefore we can perform action accurately. Yeah. So by using the wealth of knowledge, what happens? So Baba, now we are talking from love. We have love because we attain imperishable treasure. And Baba is going through now the list of the treasure. And the first treasure he talks about is the treasure of knowledge. Okay. So what happens when we have knowledge? By using the wealth of knowledge in every task, in your practical life, you achieve success by using it in the right way. So that you receive liberation from bondages and also liberation in life. Okay. So you see what is the purpose. We started at the beginning and I mentioned to you that if we want to open the gates of liberation, we need to become free from bondages, especially the subtle bondages. And Baba is showing us the way. Through knowledge, you will be able to liberate yourself from these bondages. Okay. And then just to check, Baba is saying, do you experience this? Okay. Then later Baba goes on to check, do you still have bondage? Because if you still have bondage, it means that you have not used the knowledge in the right way. Yeah. Further down, when we go through the Murli, Baba says that this freedom that you are trying to create, is it only for you or you are trying to free the others also? So this is very important in this organization, in this yagya, that you're not just doing this for yourself. Yeah. So it's asking, you can open the gates of liberation for all souls. Yeah. So he gives us a title, and what was the title that he gave us? Anyone remembers? Actually, it's nice, let's see if there are some people who remember this also. Maybe you have the Murli, you can refer to the Murli. What title Baba gave us?
The title Baba is given is especially celebrate this year as a year of being liberated in life with unity and stability and reveal the Father.
Okay, that's one of them. Yes, that's right. As in Baba said, when he says that you have to open the gate and you are responsible to open the gate, then immediately after he gave us one particular very worldly title he gave us. What was that? He said, you are? It's a very interesting title, this one. Contractors. Yeah. He said, you are contractors. So you have the contract, you've been given the contract, and you are responsible for it. Yeah. So this gate is not just going to be open like that. There is some work to be done, and we have taken the contract. When you take any contract, you have to fulfill that contract. There's an agreement, right? Okay, so that's that. And then Baba told us something else. He gave us another title immediately after that. And that title is that he's saying that, this is very nice turning point. He's saying that if the Father wants, he can do everything. But the Father has love for you children. This is a very good turning point. So he's given us the contract and we are responsible for it. But he says at the same time, if the Father wants, he can do everything. Means he can do this transformation and he can, create, open the gates of liberation. But why he is not doing it? He says in that point, he says that, but the Father has love for you children. Yeah? What does that mean? Yeah? He doesn't want to do it alone by himself. Yeah. Okay, so we'll churn about this also later. So Then he comes now to practical reality, so is there, sometimes there are excuses or limitation, there is bondage, but then there is so many things that, because of this or because of that. So then Baba talks about, he's saying that, look, don't focus on the problem, become the embodiment of solution. Yeah? So he said, do not be a problem, but be an embodiment of solution. You also have to make your companion. Okay, unless you sort out yourself, you cannot make companions. Okay. Then Baba mentioned, before hoisting this flag of revelation in the world, each one of you Brahmins in your mind will have to hoist the flag, the Father's flag, on your heart throne. Yeah. And he said that in order to hoist this flag, you have to remember 2 words. Who remembers those 2 words?
Concentration and determination, Bhaiji.
Yes, concentration, determination. Okay. And the first one, else actually, that was on the second one. And the first one was the unity. Yeah. So,
Diversity. If we don't have, then we can't have this.
yes. Yeah. First, you have to have unity, and then concentration and determination. It's more than 2 words, but, Baba's maths is a little bit like that. So, and then we go to the interesting part, practicality of this responsibility that Baba gives us. Yeah. So he's asking that what happens, he says about this point about we have elevated thought, we have good thoughts, we think nicely. I mean, all of you, I'm sure you are thinking of something good and something nice. But he says that it becomes diluted. How it becomes diluted? He said the majority of you, that is 90% of you children, have very good thoughts. Bab Dada also thinks that today this child's thoughts are very good and there will be progress. But these are reduced to by 50%. Okay, so you think, then what gets implemented is 50% of them, or get like you move forward with it. So, but they get reduced to 50% when it comes to words. So transforming thoughts into word, the efficiency is only 50%. And then it gets reduced to by 75% when they put it into action. Okay, it becomes mixed. What is the reason for this? And as the sister pointed out, concentration and determination. In order for you to be able to have success from your thoughts, you need concentration and determination. Determination is the means of success. There is a difference in that. What is the reason? You look at others a lot. All of you show this, that when you point a finger to someone, 4 fingers are pointing towards the self. So this is, when we don't have focus to ourselves, there is comparison and competition. That's when we get to this state. So Baba is warning us and telling us this is the reason. Yeah. So what would be the slogan? That instead of world transformation through self-transformation, we make self-transformation based on world transformation. So you need to check, do you wait for others to change or do you change first? Yeah. So let me just pause here first if there's any questions from your side. So far, is this clear what Baba is saying? Are you able to hold the line? Yeah, okay, good. Okay. So now there is We will not focus on the whole thing, but I would like just to add one more point here about self-transformation. Okay? So, and I would like to actually read this part so that everybody is aware, because we are going to focus on this part. Self-transformation through the transformation of others. This is not, doesn't sound correct, yeah? So should we change the slogan? Baba is asking. Again, I told you, Baba is playing with the children today. Baba Dada is also placing one condition. Do you agree to that? Should Baba tell you the condition? Baba Dada will see the result in 6 months. Otherwise he will not come. So he was playing with us, and he was saying, I will not come. I will not come to meet you. So he needs first commitment. Okay. So he made everybody say, Hanji, that yes, we are willing to do what you want us to do. Okay. And then Baba asked us, who remember what Baba asked?
To die for life, the consciousness of I die, and then we will be able to live for 21 births. Is that the one?
Yes, Renuji, correct, yeah. So we have to die from the consciousness of I. Die to the consciousness of I, not die physically. You don't have to die physically, but die to the consciousness of I. And what is this? I am right. I am this. Am I any less? I am everything. Die to this consciousness of I. You will have to die too. Yeah. So this death is very sweet death. This is not dying, but it is living with the fortune of the kingdom of 21 births. Then Baba asked each and every group, are they ready? So Baba said, before Diwali, you have to show this. Yeah. And then next thing that we can discuss about. One second. So Baba Dada has love for you. And so those who have been here for a long time, those who are good effort makers, not complete effort makers, but good effort makers, Baba Dada will not leave them behind. He will take them with him. Yeah. One who has pure and positive thoughts for others, Baba went to speak about this. Okay, and this is the best part of the Murli. So I'm going to read this part and just see what it says to you. At present, like you have good wishes, but at present you have kept them merged. Now let these feelings emerge. Do not give many correction, but forgive them. Okay. So there are some people who are slacking. There are some people who are creating some, issues. But Baba says that do not give many correction, but forgive them. Each one is cleverer than the other in giving correction, but give correction with forgiveness. Now, this is a very good point for churning. Give correction with forgiveness. What does that mean? Okay. So we're going to churn this part.
Yeah, Raiji. To be very merciful to everyone.
Yeah. To be very merciful when you are giving correction. You may give teachings, correction, in the form of reading the Murli, giving courses, holding programs. But when it comes to interacting in your work, give teachings with forgiveness. Do not just give corrections. Give corrections by being merciful. Then your mercy will work in such a way that the weakness of others will be forgiven. Do you understand? And I think this is the part that touched me the most in the Murli. And what I'll do now is I would just like to see what area touched you, and then if you would like to share. And then we will go into a little bit of reflection and chant. Which area did you, so far, did you feel that, it spoke to you?
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
As you rightly pointed out, the important part of this Murli that touched me was giving corrections. It's very easy to see what other person is doing, okay, and very easy to tell or blame or correct the other person. But today Baba is telling us that instead of doing that, put correction in our own selves. So Baba is connecting this point to self-transformation, the one which he made in the initial part of the Murli, which really touched me, because, and then he also gives us the access. Even if you have to do correction, do it with mercifulness. Most of the time, in a Lokik space, in my own experiences, no, I may go ahead and do correction because I feel a thing is that particular thing has to be done in a particular manner. And that could be my perception, but the other soul, their journey, their experiences are different. So am I respecting that while I'm doing that? So it's for me, the access is, if there is nothing called as correction, there's nothing called as right and wrong. It's just sharing what is the experience and letting the other person also see for himself. Not that I'm correcting, but he or she himself sees what is that they can correct themselves. And the beautiful thing that Baba says here is be merciful. So while we're correcting the tonality of our voice, the way we speak, our vibration has to be one without any kind of experience that let the other person be in the space of hurt or upset.
Yes, beautiful. Yeah.
That, one more thing the Baba says here is, when you're pointing finger to anybody else, check you have 4 fingers which is pointing towards you. So that speaks a lot. So all these 3 points are so much correlating to each other. That's what touched me in this movie.
Yes, very lovely. Yes. And I'll come back to that. Actually, for those who are working, whether you are working, because even when you are at the center, you are still working, like, it's like work, right? Because there is an organization in a center. If you are working in an office, also you're working. If you are retired and you have a family, also you're working, because that's your workplace. This point is essential for anyone. Okay, Baba spoke specifically, I think, for the centers, but I was blown off with how Baba understands human psychology and how he's managed to guide in a very few words something that people in the industry have been thinking so much and still they don't have an answer, and Baba has a very simple solution. And thank you for bringing that up, Rakib. Okay, anyone else? What touched you and what you felt that, you would like to know more, or whatever? If you have a question, comment, anything.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
Just as a continuation of what Rakhi-ben said, actually, it's a question for myself and a question for the group. While we read, yes, we should be merciful and give corrections with forgiveness. And I am just trying to actually assess and reflect on my own actions. Even though I have tried to do, helping the souls next to me sometimes when it's very obvious that they're not following the pure path, right? And I'm trying to do it with forgiveness feeling, with mercy feeling, thinking of Baba. And I can also see at times that, yes, they are accepting it well. But how do you make sure eventually that other person or the persons involved have actually accepted it the right way in which we were trying to give it. One is that they smile and they're stable and they look like they're ready to receive. But has their life actually moved in the pure direction? How do you actually assess that? And what should you do to help? To
Yeah.
make sure it's not just a momentary conversation, but it is
Yeah.
something which results in a pure action and a pure change, is my question to everyone actually. Om Shanti.
Shanti. Okay. So anybody would like to comment on that?
Om Shanti.
Mhm.
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti.
To continue with this, I feel that one way to correct everyone is to tell them, and the other way to do it is to be an example for others. If, as Mama had said, that we are responsible for whatever is happening with us. So even with we are seeing that someone is wrong, but whatever is happening is happening because of our actions in the past, which we had done. So for we on the basis of that we can decide what to do, and we can do something through which they can be inspired and we can become an example for them so that they can learn from us. So one way of correcting and at the same time being forgiving is to be an example and doing something which which will make us accomplish our task also and make them learn also. Om
Okay.
Shanti.
Very nice. Okay, so I think Harpreet ji had a question. Just let's park the question and I will just answer first, comment on Bhavana Ben. So I heard about this and they said, be example. So I started, I have 2 kids. So I started doing everything, cleaning everything. But I saw the children are not cleaning everything, like you said, no? Mama said, and, our senior said, Baba said, be an example. Somebody will see you, they will start doing the same way. But I am, I was with my son. He's not young, he's 20 years old. And I was putting my bed sheet, but he was not doing it. And every day I was putting I was making my bed, but he was not doing it. Then what to do?
Actually, it is not necessary to do the same task, but we can do something else through which they can learn. In the worldly language, we can call it as a satyagraha, which Gandhi ji had followed and got the freedom for the country. So we have to do something which will free us from our anger and disturbance. So we can replace if I want someone to do something from me. So if the person is not doing for me, so I have to find the solution, which is a mixture of 2 things. So so that I can clean my place also, and at the same time I won't be cleaning my place. The same task will be done by the children only, but what action should I do so that they will start doing what they should do. So that
Okay.
is the point, that is the area of a field, that is the field where I have to think about.
Okay. So, Bhavanaben, you are a family person? Sorry, I'm not picking on you, but just it's nice you brought this topic so other people will learn also. So, you have a family?
Yes,
Like,
mother, father, and
children?
my grandmother. I'm a Kumari.
You're Kumari. Okay. Father, grandmother. Okay. But you see, like, maybe in bigger family, you will have this situation. So now practically, okay, let's say, for example, you have to guide me. Okay. Practically, I am in a situation and I am being an example, as we said. Practically, let's take a particular, let's take this case only that I want my son to have good, you physically, I have said, please make your bed, don't leave your bed, you should, it's a nice thing, because you have slept on it and you should make it right. So now I have been an example, I've showed him how I do it, but still he's not doing it. So practically what I should do? In theory, this is all nice. We can follow Gandhiji, we can follow Mama, we can follow this one, but practically, okay, how do I do this? Because we need practical answers in order for us to transform our lives and to understand, because it's not that they are wrong, they are very right. So now you have any idea how I can convince and impart. It's actually linked with Harpreet ji's question also, because she mentioned that I have good wishes. I'm telling them they are not doing it, right? So it's the same, basically same question we are trying to sort out. But now let's answer it not just in theory. We should answer it with special process
Practical
which gave
example.
you results. Yeah, you at the end you want results, right? So
Okay.
now if you have any idea, let me know.
Yes, actually, we have to understand why children are not doing so.
Okay.
Every human being wants to do new things.
Yeah, yeah,
They have fun while doing new things. So we have to bring some newness for children.
yeah.
So if they are getting up from the bed, so they want to do something new, they have to enjoy. So we have to make them learn that while doing these things, we are playing actually. So if they are not going out in the lockdown time also, so we can make these tasks or activities as a fun game for them, and we can do the same task with them in a way that we are dancing or we are playing with them. So we can share with them that yes, let's have a competition or let's do some exercise, and these are the that this
Yes,
is the exercise which we
if
have
he's
to do.
7 years old, I would do that. But he's 20 years old.
Yes, we have to have some patience for that, but all everything is about bringing about the newness. We
Yes,
can
yes.
tell them that we are playing a game which is no, you first do it, then you will understand what is the game. It is a
Yeah,
new game, and it has a suspense. So if it is being yukti yukt, so the more we are going in deeper and deeper, so we can be yukti yukt, and we can actually create new games which will be beneficial for us and for children, and ultimately bring unity in a family. So
yes.
yes, unity and concentration, these two words are also brought here.
Yeah.
So we have to churn these things, and we can definitely bring newness. This is the newness which Baba is expecting from us now.
Beautiful. Yeah.
May I
So
just add something here, brother?
yeah,
I
just
think
let
what.
me
Okay,
comment
sure, sure.
on one thing, and then you'll continue. Just so I just want to keep the thought clear. So the thought that Bhavana Ben is bringing is very, very important. Be creative, find solutions. Don't be just because it's very nice to go in this slogans and all that I have to do first, but there is more to it. You'll have to invest something more before you can get some result. And one of this is Baba gave us the wisdom to have creativity in our action. Don't just like I really like what sister said, because you have to understand the other person first before you can. Everybody doesn't learn the same way. There are many different ways of learning, and there is more to it, but I will come back a little bit later. But yeah, thank you for that point. And now you can just mention what your thoughts are, Harpreet.
So I just wanted to add what sister is saying. Those things I totally agree. And in fact, I think what I was asking was actually at a little more subtle and higher consciousness level, just to bring the perspective correct. The setting of an example and all this, I totally 100% agree, but just wanted to clarify that my question was more in the higher consciousness. These things are more for the day-to-day practical life. But I was looking at actually when you're trying to help someone evolve into the higher consciousness, like you're sending vibrations, you're doing what the Murlis are telling you to do, you're practicing it sincerely, and you're waiting for the shift to happen because you're wanting to help people to actually move
Yeah.
on to the higher dimension. And it was in that perspective, just to clarify that. Om
Understood.
Shanti. Yeah.
Yeah. I was the one who took it into practical stuff. So your question is that I have so much good wishes, I know I have godly knowledge, and I want to give these people, that opportunity and, to make them benefit. Like Baba said, you create your own companion, and they're not listening or their action don't reflect that. So we'll come to that. Somebody wanted to say something. Please go ahead.
Would like to attempt to answer what Harpreet Brand's question is.
Rakhi Ben, can I just, if you don't mind, there is two people who wanted to mention something and you've already spoken. So I want to give them a chance just so that, because they had opened their mic and then they put it off. Who was it? There were two people. I think doctor or somebody wanted to mention something. Was there anybody who wanted to say something? Because I saw them open, but then they closed again. Is there anybody who wanted to say something, share something before Rakiben says? Kalpesh ji? We can't hear you. Yes.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Can you hear me, brother?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. There is a wonderful session is going on, and just I want to just share my experience and basically the bondage we have. We are surrounded with the bondages. Is the knowledge, the skill, as much as the peace mind goes peace and peace, the solution automatically comes on our minds, and there is a problems with all of us.
I don't know my side, but your voice is breaking. Your voice is not coming to me properly. I don't know. Other people can hear?
Yes, it's breaking.
In our also children, but that hello, can you hear me? I am just traveling, that's why.
Can you hear me? No, we can't hear you, brother. Like it's I can hear you, and then it's breaking, and then I can hear you again.
Okay.
Okay, maybe in the meantime, just try and see if you can sort out the sound. And now, whoever wants to speak anything, just quickly. We have very short time remaining, and I want to also mention something. So, anybody wanted to say something? Okay, your mic, Rakiji. Yes, please, sister, go ahead.
So Harpreet Brand's question was, if I want to elevate the other soul or support the other soul, but there is nothing happening on the other side. So one thought which just came while she was asking this question was, while I'm doing, when I'm intentionally wanting to been giving support to somebody, patience and tolerance are two virtues that I'd have to stand in, because the moment I think that I want the other person to transform or change, so much of efforts I'm doing, but there is nothing that the other person is receiving. There could be two ways out. One is I stand there and I do my part of work and keep giving vibration to the other person. And the other could be, let go of my expectation and I only stand in creating what I can create. Okay, and when the right thing shows up, there will be transformation coming on the other side as well. It may sound a little theoretical, but my own experience, especially in relationships where there is conflict, a lot of time only speaking to the other person doesn't solve the problem. In fact, at times it becomes a little more complicated. So at times just remaining silent and giving blessings to the other person supports to easen out the situation. Om Shanti.
Very nice. Yes. Amiji would like to speak, maybe share some points, some thoughts.
As I feel that let the person whatever he's receiving, how much ever, let it him be receive that much only, because he must be capable of receiving that much amount of knowledge only. So we cannot force anybody to whatever I want to give you, you take it, because everybody's nature is different. So that is the reasons, and maybe we need to check ourselves where we are lacking. So we need to try to improve from our side rather to improve the other person from the other side. So we have to change our perception rather than changing others' perception. That's what. Om Shanti.
Okay, we'll take one more and then I will wind up. One more comment or thoughts from anybody who would like to speak. Please feel free. I mean, this is not, this is just a very light discussion. Don't hesitate, please. No one? Okay, so my experience tells me, and I'm going to answer how I managed with my child in a practical way, and how do I deal with other people when it comes to this point of correction and change and, making sure that, things work. Number one thing is we cannot change anybody. Just have this in your mind that you cannot change anyone in this world. The only person you can change is yourself. Okay. Now, does that mean we don't do anything? No, that doesn't mean we don't do anything. We do a lot of things. And what I notice in mine is a little bit like what Amiji was saying. You have to perfect yourself. You have to make yourself vibrate in that frequency of Baba, okay, inside you. You have to make yourself so elevated that you are vibrating that frequency. So, you don't even have to speak. One of the big problems that we have is we have expectation on other people. I have desire for my son to do something. I have desire. It's like, that whatever my action or my wish has become and changed into a desire. The moment it is changed into a desire, there will be an expectation. The moment there is an expectation, there will be pollution. When there is pollution, the effect is not there. Okay, or the effect is a bit reduced. You see? So what I feel, what has come into my life is that let people do what they do. Okay, first, don't look at what they do and judge what they are. Okay, whatever they do, let them do. Baba said in this one, he says that you may give teaching and correction, in some practical matters like Murli and all that. But when it comes to interacting in work, then give teaching with forgiveness. Okay, which means that don't give corrections. Like, I know this is what you need. Now, I will ask you now, I'll go back to the question. Who said that we have to make our bed? I'm just going to this very simple example. Who said that this is the right thing? I don't want to make my bed. That's also okay. There's no problem in that. I have believed that this is how it should be because my parents told me that this is how it would be. But that doesn't mean that the next person. So my beliefs, now let's go to deeper matter. My belief, my enlightenment, my, higher consciousness is that other person is not in the space, or I cannot just transfer this to that person. That person has to come to that level that they realize that this is something for them, So, and second thing is that, is there anything that is right or there is anything that is wrong? This is my belief that this is right. When it comes to practical stuff, when we are doing things, there is no right way, and we always think that my way is the right way. And this is where we start getting problem of wanting to correct them. Am I so strong that I can be with somebody who's doing something differently and I accept it as it is? Okay. So what does that mean? That means that if I notice something, if I have to really speak about it, I will speak with, there is no grudge. There is no feeling that I need to correct somebody. it is just like Baba said, I could do this job on my own, but I have love for you. So the same way, I have love for you. That's why I am telling you. And if anything I notice that I said to my children or anybody for that matter, that I say from the space of love, my experience tells me that 100% it will work. Okay. So the thing for me is that I have to check myself and see my stage. Am I coming from the space of love? If I'm coming from the space of love, I don't even have to speak a word. It will reach the other person, you know. And to develop that, all my years of, Gyan, I have tried to develop that, cleanliness of my heart, because you need to have a clean heart for love to be able to be expressed. And this is what I notice in my life. Okay. So I'll stop here. There's 2 comments that I'm going to read. Kalpeshji's, as much more and more peace with balanced knowledge we get with the help of Man above, make Baba Yukti Yukt, an automatic solution comes. Yes, I totally agree with that. Harpreetji, gross wrong actions like theft, murder, infidelity, how do you help except for pure vibration? There is no help. Number one, you have to understand that your belief is that stealing is wrong. This is not, the other person who's doing it might not have that belief. You know, in my belief, this is wrong. Murder, there is no problem. You can go and kill somebody. You know, the person who's killing, in their frame of mind, that is fine. In our frame of mind, no, we should not kill. Okay. So everyone has their own, when it comes to, us acting, we have to first accept that from that person's point of view, that action was right. That's why they took that action. If I start with this assumption that they are wrong and I am right, then I can never correct them. Okay. Now we come to the 3rd level. Do I not do anything? No, definitely I do something. Let's say, for example, if I see somebody beating somebody else in the street, do I say that, just, let it be? Do I not take any action? No, definitely I take action. 100% I will take action. I will go, depending on what I can do, I will act. But I will make sure that I am just responding to the action. The soul is peace, love, and happiness. I am in my peace, love, and happiness. So, Kalpeshji, talking about peace is so important. The first thing is to make sure that you are in your peace. Then, in that action also, you are not doing because, you are afraid. You are not doing because, you feel that, I am responsible. No. You are bringing your peace into that situation, then you are creating correction. And this is what it means that, first of all, I have mercy for my own pain. This is self-mercy. Then I have mercy for the other person, the one who's beating that person and the one who's get beaten. I'll give you an example. When there was a plane crash in 9/11 in America, there was a message from Dadi. And Dadi said that, have mercy and send vibration to the world. Send vibration to those people who are in that building and their relatives, and send good vibration to those who attempted this action. Okay, all of them, because they also need your vibration and mercy. They are also going through pain, those souls. So this is the bhavana that we need to keep, and we will be able to be effective, because then it will be from pure wishes from our hearts. So world transformation is challenge, even if you have conquered your inner being with peace and love. Yes. So finally, send good vibration without expectation. That's very true. And world transformation is not challenging. What is challenging is self-transformation. World transformation will automatically happen if you have self-transformation. And that is what is challenging. You know, you have to dig so deep inside you and see what is there to be transformed. When you have transformed yourself, world transformation will happen automatically. And this is the way that I feel. I mean, there are many thoughts, and we can talk about this forever. But based on the time, we'll have to stop here now. And I'll just do 2 minutes, just to wind up. I thank you so much. There was so much participation from others, and I am sure those who listen also might have taken 1 or 2 points from Baba's knowledge. So a few points of reflection. Just sit back and relax, and just allow yourself to be easy. Just allow yourself to be light. Just allow yourself to be in that state of peace, where nothing is pushing you, you are not pushing anyone. Don't allow yourself to lose your balance in any situation. Baba is teaching us to be like him. We are becoming companion of that one who doesn't shake in any situation. If anyone can see what is going on in the world, he's the first one who sees. He's the one who sees all the things that is going, but he patiently waits till the confluence age. He doesn't do anything. He waits for the right time. And then he comes. And what he says, know yourself. Who are you? You are peace, right? You are love. So he awakens ourselves, and he says that you are like me. You are my companion. You have compassion for what is going on in the world. And what is compassion? Is having the feeling that others should come out of their pain, having the feeling that, and good wishes, acting upon these wishes of alleviating pain in the world. It's not a desire, it's not force, it's just a wish. But first, I have to have that for myself. It is from the space of pain that I feel that somebody is wrong and I'm right. When I release myself from that, I'm able to accept everyone and everything as they are. And then from love, transformation happens. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for coming, contributing to this group.
Om Shanti. Thank you, brother, for the wonderful session. Thank you, all of you. See you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a good day. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, brother.
Good day.